Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. I'm Ajay from Networkers Home technical team. So in the last video we talked about transparent redirection. Today let's talk about explicit proxy. Okay, so explicit proxy is another way of using a proxy or a web security in your network. So like in your transparent redirection to forward the traffic to the WSA, what we were doing, that clients were not aware about it. There was no client configuration needed, right? And your gateway device, maybe your firewall or your L3 device, they were forwarding or redirecting the traffic to the WSA, correct? But in case of explicit proxy, what will happen, that you have to manually do the configuration on the user side. Now, when do you use explicit proxy? So explicit proxy will be useful to you when you want more granular control over your web traffic. Okay, you want to really inspect and monitor with higher level of visibility into the web traffic, that okay, what users are accessing and which user is accessing what particular resource. Okay, and this also helps you in monitoring and logging, because the logs will be detailed. Okay, now here you can perform explicit proxy. There are a number of ways in which you can use explicit proxy. Number one is that what you have to do, you have to go and configure the proxy IP address as well as the port number in either the user's browser or in the operating system. Okay, so if the user will visit any sort of website, then that traffic, instead of going directly to the internet, it will go for the WSA. Now there might be cases when for different protocols you might want to use different proxies. Okay, and it's not necessary that at all times you will be using the same proxy itself. So changing a proxy IP address every time for different protocols in a user's browser, not very feasible solution, right? So what you can do in this case, you can go with PAC file. Okay, there is a file known as PAC, PAC. Okay, so PAC stands for proxy auto configuration. So this is a kind of JavaScript file in which the information about different proxy servers are there. So with the help of PAC file, your systems will automatically know that okay, what proxy server or what proxy server IP address and port number to use and when to use it. Okay, another thing, if you don't want any issues with your explicit proxy settings and you want that okay, all your users browser traffic should go to the WSA, okay, and users will not be able to bypass the WSA. So in that case, you have to make sure that in the clients the DNS IP address is configured as your WSA's IP address. So what will happen, that whenever the user will try to access the website directly using the IP address, so they will not be able to access. Okay, now once you have implemented the explicit proxy in your network, in that case what is going to happen, in that case whenever the user will try to visit any sort of website, the traffic will directly go to the WSA. Then WSA will inspect the traffic and apply the security policies and is going to check for malicious traffic and all. If the traffic is not malicious and it is complying to all the policies, okay, not violating any rules, then the traffic will be passed to the internet. So in this case again, your WSA will act as a proxy, and on behalf of client, the WSA will generate the traffic. And when the response will come, the response will also come for the WSA, and finally the WSA will redirect that particular response to the client. Okay, so this is the way you can use explicit proxy in your network. Now if you want to learn more about proxy, how to use WSA, how to deploy WSA, so that part we'll be covering in the upcoming videos. So if you find this information helpful, do like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.